Hi, my name is John Ross Martin, and today I'll be discussing social media addiction, what it is, who it affects, and how to curb the addiction. A recent study in the UK showed that 51% of teenagers will admit to some sort of addiction symptom with social media. Now, this is over half the population, and if you relate this to other nations around the world, teenagers today are being consumed by social media. Social media is like a drug. It's like any other addiction, alcohol or tobacco, or a drug as in a more hardcore drug. It's an addiction is an addiction. And people today are getting addicted to social media. An addiction is something that you do repetitively and you can't help but think about it. And teenagers today and young adults are getting their fix with Facebook, MySpace, Twitter, Instagram. They start out small. They start out joining a Facebook account. They're on there every now and then. They're getting the hang of it. And then they're branching on. They're posting more information. And then their friend gets a Instagram and they go get an Instagram, and now they're on Instagram and Facebook, and the next week they're on Twitter, and it grows from there. And as this is growing, there's more and more outlets to make it easier for the addiction to thrive in young adults. Facebook is on iPads, it's on your iPhone, it's on your Android, it's on an iPod, it's on a computer. There's so many different avenues that teenagers and young adults are able to access this social media site and feed their addiction that it's unprecedented. Consumes the life of teenagers. That's what social media is doing. It's giving them anxiety, nervousness. Their sleep habits are being changed. No focus in other areas because the whole time they're addicted to this Facebook and social media, and they keep going back to it. You can't learn in class. It's hard for these students to learn in school these days because you always have that easy access to feed your addiction. And if these signs are starting to be noticed, then it's time for a cure. It's time for a cure to the addiction. Although it is not a addiction such as alcohol or drugs, it's still an addiction, and it's still affecting and changing young people's lives. Something must be done about it. Now, the first step to curing any addiction, in the same way as in social media, is noticing that you have a problem. If you notice you have a problem, that you're always on, you're always thinking about it, and when you're not on, you just don't feel right, or your son and daughter just does not feel right, then it's time to social media intervention. Now, this is my cure to the problem, and how you do this, how you do social media intervention, that you, like I said, first notice the problem, and then after you notice the problem, it's time to gradually start decreasing your activity on the web. Don't post every so often that you do. Don't look at Facebook every day. If you have multiple units of social media, narrow down on them gradually. Then down you get to the point where you're not thinking about it as much and you're able to stay away from social media for a while. You can drop one of those excess social media websites. Say you have Facebook and Instagram. Go ahead and drop Instagram and then deal with Facebook for a while. And in the end, you should be where little to no activity is done on what you were previously addicted to. And this is the cure to social media addiction. Now, as I said, it's affecting teenagers at large and young adults, but it is affecting everyone who is repetitively on social media. Now, it's an addiction, and something must be done about it. So, in conclusion, Notice your problem. Take action. And end a problem of psychological and a physical addiction. So, thank you very much for your time. Have a good day.